Okay, I think this is on. Yeah, live. Um, so I wanted to give a an update on Shade Digital, what's going on, especially with the coronavirus thing happening. The lighting is not great. Um, I occasionally get messages on YouTube, people who watch my videos send me a message and they're like, "Hey, are you still in business? You haven't done a YouTube video in a while." The answer is yes. I'm still in business. Things are going pretty well, about as well as can be expected for the whole coronavirus thing. Um, let's see a few of the details. I did move from Stewart. It was not a business related move. It was more about family. So I got married, um, and my wife's parents are in kind of north central Florida, and so it was like a 3.5 hour drive from Stewart to where they lived, one way to go visit them. And as we plan on having kids ourselves in the next year or two, um, we didn't want to drive 3.5 hours one way to go see um, the grandparents or have the kid. We want the family to be a little bit closer. It makes things so much easier when it talks about babysitting or you know kids getting to know their grandparents, things like that. My parents are up in Minnesota still, so they're still quite a ways away. But we ended up moving to Mount Dora, Florida. Still love Stewart. Stewart's a great town, but like I said, just too far away from family. So we moved to Mount Dora. Man, what was that in January or early February? Like right as this thing was starting to hit, and I moved both the office and the house, and so it was just a huge pain in the butt. I never doing that again. Never moving both at the same time again. It's so incredibly disruptive. It's really not fun. So we're in Mount Dora, and I was looking for offices in this area, kind of checking out the downtown Mount Dora area. Very neat downtown. And then this whole coronavirus thing hit, and it just put a pause on me getting a physical office in this town. So if you do see on Google Maps, it's still showing the Palm City Stewart location. That will be updated once we actually nail down an office in this area. Until then, it's going to be inaccurate for a little bit. Phone number, email, all that's still accurate. It's just that the physical location isn't there if you want to drop by the office, which some people did, but not many, right? We would have clients come by the office, potential clients once a month, something like that. It didn't happen often. Honestly, an office in this business is not essential. I'm in my house right now, in kind of the space that I've kind of turned into a little temporary office. But yeah, with the coronavirus happening, a few things from an advertising perspective I want to throw out there. I am seeing that ad rates are dropping. So advertising prices in a variety of industries are going down on a cost per click basis. This is a result of less people advertising. There are less businesses advertising now than there were 3 months ago. And you're seeing that in the less competitive auctions. So let's say, the auction caused a $1, right, cost per click in your industry, field, products, whatever, service. Generally speaking now, I would expect that to be roughly 70-cent cost per click. It's not across the board, but it's a general trend I'm seeing. So if you are able to still advertise, able to still function as a business, it's a very good time to get discounted ad rates. I'm not seeing any drop in conversion rate for my clients. I should say I've seen some clients just completely stop, right, due to the nature of their business, right? Tourist-related businesses are obviously not doing well. We have a cruise company as clients, and they're not doing the hottest. Let's just say that during the coronavirus. Before non-travel related businesses, it's been a drop in demand, yes, for some, but a drop in conversion rate, not really. If people are looking, people are still buying, generally speaking. Now, we've seen a boom in some industries, like one that I didn't expect, like MREs. MREs, freeze dried food. That stuff flying off the shelves. People can't keep it in stock long enough. Maybe the doomsday preppers were right all along. Who knows? So yeah, let's see what else. Oh, so we were just about. So I set up a new service called the Customer Feedback Accelerator. Basically, it's like SurveyMonkey as a service, right? It's using the benefits of SurveyMonkey and optimizing that for small businesses. A lot of small businesses aren't even aware, and granted, this can apply to larger businesses too. It's business size agnostic, and essentially what that does is you use this tool to increase, well, feedback's I guess the best word, but feedback from a business, right? Whether you want to know how a certain CSR, customer service rep, is doing, a salesman is doing, what your customers think about your product, your service, generating more reviews. There's a variety of functions one can use for this. It's really a customer interaction tool and service. And we're starting off at a pretty low price point. I think we're kicking it off at $2.99 per location per month, which is, I mean, how much? I mean, people pay janitors more for that instead. Don't get that sort of business intelligence tool, right? You pay your cleaning company more than that to clean your office. So it's very competitively priced. It does require that you have certain, that you keep customer emails, right, as a part of your business, but that's about it. Once you have that, then it's fine. And it looks like you can see what is that? My neighbor mowing in the background? I don't know. So anyways, we were going to kick that off with a big push at the end of Q1, right? Just getting all the pieces in place. And then this coronavirus thing hit, and we sort of held off. We've been in a cash. We've been holding cash for now. We have seen a drop in business, right? We had a couple tourist-related clients, and that obviously has stopped as their business has stopped. But everyone who's not in the tourist business has held on, even though it's been a decline in business. So we've been hit just like every other business, but nothing fatal. I run the business pretty cash flow positive, right, and savings positive. So I firmly believe in saving for a rainy day, which is 6 months plus expenses saved. Bites me in the butt in some ways, and then like expanding, right, reinvesting, but it's good in other ways. Business survivability, etc. Run a pretty lean ship. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? Yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to, I guess, make an update video on kind of what's happening with Shea Digital. We'll be getting an office hopefully in 2 months once everything's calmed down and back to normal and businesses are back to normal. And it's starting to get like that here in Florida, to be honest. It's starting to get back to normal town or normalcy. But it's not quite there yet. But it's slowly working its way there. Let's see here. I mean, on a personal note, we got a dog, a little miniature wiener dog, and so it's like a wiener dog but smaller, and she's a cutie. Let's see. Yeah, I've just been. I mean, since those videos, by the way, which that was in our Stewart place. It's been a while since I've done any of these videos, but anyways, I'm going to try to do some more videos regarding strategy, industry-specific strategy. I have one that I wanted to talk about today, but I thought it makes more sense to kind of give a general, like, here's where we're at. Here's what's been going on in the last 2 years, I guess, since it's been about 2 years since I've done a proper video. Business has been going fine. We're going to survive the coronavirus with minimal financial hit. Hopefully this year's going to be as good as last year was. It's obviously, at this point, we're trying to make sure it's not a down year, like revenue down from last year. But in terms of surviving, it's not a question of survival. It's just a question of how we're going to do. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Look for more videos to come out. I might transcribe some of these and put it as a blog, which I got to clean up the Shea Digital blog as well. A lot of things on our to-do list. What I find is when you're doing, I run to, like I said, like I talked about, not deploying capital, right? And that is just pros and cons, right? So the pro is that, you have that rainy day fund set aside. The con is that you don't invest aggressively. So like, how do I say this? I'm still involved heavily in the service deliverability of our advertising, of our client advertising. Heavily involved in it. And so what's the downside of that? Our own marketing takes a hit, right? I barely focus at all on Shea Digital. As long as we still have clients coming in, and as long as we still retain our clients, which we have great client retention. I want to go check out what the average client retention is for a digital marketing agency, because I'm most certain we've got that beat. But anyways, as long as that's coming in, I kind of just ignore the Shea Digital stuff, right? The planning, the execution for my business's own advertising campaigns, customer acquisition campaigns, operational things, which I'm starting to see a downside of that. I've got some friends that got themselves out of the service deliverability, right? They started a company, digital agency, right? And then quickly hired people, and then they just focus on sales and marketing for the business. There's definitely a pro to that. And I don't know if we're going to move more in that direction or not. I probably do need to get out of the service deliverability and try to just manage more of the business itself rather than, be the business, right? But that's just some thoughts I have in my own head about direction to go to in the future, how to structure things in the future. But all right, enough rambling. The lighting sucks, so bear with me as as we try to do this whole thing in my essential house. Lighting's not great. Girl, neighbor girl, come here. Come here. Come here, girl. Come here. 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 I was going to try to put the dog on camera, but come here. Come here, girl. Come here. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Come here, girl. She thinks it's playtime. Her favorite game is chase, and she loves to chase and to be chased, and she doesn't want me to pick her up and put her on camera. So I guess with that, she'll have to be on a future video. So anyways, hope you are all doing well out there. Don't get sick, and take advantage of the low advertising rates, by the way. That's one thing I want you to remember. Advertising costs are low. I don't expect them to be low forever, but they are low right now. So if you ever want to chat about advertising, hit me up, ryanm@shaydigital.com, and we can chat. So anyways, have a good one.